Hello world, hello internet. Just a quick trip with my doggy Ranger. Hello everybody. Thank you for letting me join your wonderful community. I love all of you who love liberty. But those bricks were made by freed slaves in the 1870s in West Virginia, in the Appalachian district. Sold trees. I had two more of the pine trees. Look how tall those are. I mean, in the very front. And two came down with lightning strikes, blasted the tops off. Three of my friends were inside at the front entrance, and all we saw was like sparks of yellowish white light in the center of the room. It was like Tinkerbell had come to visit or something. And then we all looked at each other startled, realizing that we're still alive. Not hurt at all. It was just a weird, almost paranormal experience. I'm not a paranormal person, but I don't discount any possibility. I know that we are electrically insulated and that there's an aura, and I know about the curling effect. If you cut a limb, you still feel the tip, and even leaves, when you take it under x-rays, will have an outline of the tip because it knows where it's supposed to go. That's why amphibians do so well at regrowing limbs. Yeah, I have metal horseshoes, antique ones also, but I don't think that's a good idea for your guests to be throwing away around metal horseshoes. Would you? So, life has been a wonderfully interesting trip, and I consider this my last hurrah. It couldn't have ended on a better note. I sleep so much better knowing that there are so many of you and so many additional supporters of the originalist Constitution that our founding fathers fought so hard, as did our veterans over the years. And since 9/11, we know things have been rapidly coming apart. But it is our fault that we let the government get this way. There's no two ways about it, and it's up to us to fix it. Never give up. Never give up, please. So, where's my dog? Ranger, come here, sweetie. That's my boy. We're friends. I'm not usually out here. If I didn't have Ranger, I'd probably never get outside. Ranger, how are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Come, come. Yeah. Come lie down, sweetie. Yes, sweetie. So, because we know who the star of this show is. Once the dog comes in, I gave him a hip replacement when he was 2. I was eating ramen noodles for a year. Not quite, but yes, it took a big hit on the budget. I don't have the funds I used to when I was younger. No longer have to get that last dollar out of the world. We're a mutual adoption. I call Ranger Ammaticus Lavicus, for he is, and even though he has an adorable face. Intellectually disabled? Is that appropriate now? And we're a First Amendment auditor movement? Because I know that people who are mentally handicapped have attributes that make us look handicapped, such as cutting through the BS and often bringing anger that they see other people doing who are supposedly not handicapped, and they're the ones who act as a catalyst, or the diplomats, or the ambassadors of love, and bring us back to our senses and perspective. But we're all human, so that happens. And it's our job to control it. You think I don't get angry sometimes? I have plenty of ire I hold back, I assure you. But it's taken me decades to get to this point, and I've tried to make efforts. It doesn't just happen. Oh, God. Ranger. Ranger. Ranger, heal. That's like when your mother calls you by your full name. You know you better come. Come here, honey. Come here. Because you have to have a recall for your dog. For the dog's sake, to get them out of danger and for them not to hurt anyone else. We always step to the side on a path, no matter how wide it is. When other human beings walk by, or even dogs sometimes, especially since dogs should be with a human. Things, I don't personally have Facebook. I know that I might end up getting it because of this, but we'll see. Ranger had a Ranger dictionary, and it said Ranger dictionary available upon request. Plenty of people wanted to take Ranger home with them. I had a long list. And even a few people in the guest book wrote down, I'm serious. Better write-ups to Ranger than for me. I'm jealous of my own dog. It's one adventure, and it's behind me. The timing is right for me to move on. There are other worlds I want to conquer, and there's a lot of writings I have to get out there. And this is one means that I hope that I can do that. Because I've been too busy earning a living, and it's part of my personality to procrastinate things like that. But I think they're fairly good, and I've written a number of drafts, and I've had other people help me with editing and proofreading. It won't be perfect, but it can be corrected. If I get them up here as links, then it'll give me more motivation to have it worthwhile me tying that into books on Amazon. And I have at least a half a dozen or more, or double that, to get up. All of different types of eclectic things. Some serious, and most not, actually. Although I have tons of political writings too, and even a political cartoon called Centipedes. And I'm a horrible artist. And a worse inker. You do what you can with the limitations you have. And the money you have to spend. To hire professionals. And if you do hire a professional, it's generally best to hire the best that you can afford and a little more. So you'll get more out of it instead of someone never even completing the job or the way you wanted to, especially in law. There's no such thing as a discount lawyer. You get a discount verdict. So up the stairs we go, listen to those beautiful birds. This is a tree, by the way. I planted that in about year 3, maybe, so that's about 17 years old. White cherries, Washington cherries. And out there in the corner is the compost heap. The house, the back of the house. 1800. But I do believe I'm going to head out of here. I do. My button broke. What do we have here? Hello. Goodbye. End stream.